do when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game, he understands everything is on the line in this rivalry matchup. He had a conversation with his team with the conference championship and the playoffs on the line. They have to keep their poise and composure. They can't let a rivalry game knock them off their path. We'll see how composed his team can play today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. On the return, it's Cross. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Bunch formation for these receivers. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Knocked down immediately.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Michigan! Special teams proving to be special.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll go play action with Sayin. Shoots it to the left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter.
It's a fumble on the play. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
On the move. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Right side, it's Parker. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Going for it all. Touchdown, Buckeye! Gets it into the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their way.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Might as well run him again. Got him right there.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Crowd alive on third down. Here's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Rodgers. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
It's first down from the 11.
Ready. 1, 2, 3, check. Go.
Running inside. It's Jackson. They were all over it. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Play fake, say it. Rush right in his face. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Maybe a double pass. Look out! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolute shame. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Gives it. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Johnson. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kick six. This isn't Auburn, Alabama back in the day. And the big fellas up front, it's the offensive linemen that have to get out there and make a tackle. You're right, that was impressive.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. He couldn't connect on that 54-yard field goal attempt, and now they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 37. The give. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with good field position, almost in field goal position right off the jump. This is a big 4th.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field, making the adjustment on the play. 4th down, say it. Oh, pressure's coming. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
From the gun, running back on the move. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. And let's just get him into a rhythm.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So they're going to go for it here on fourth down after missing a field goal attempt earlier in the game. He's not going to get there. The defense with sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big fourth down stop.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And just
it's a seam wide open. The 20, the 10, touchdown Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Handoff to the single back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Underwood. Out wide right, it's Hansen. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down after a gain of 7. It'll be enough for the first down, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Still looking. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it their own move. Hits the accelerator to the right. The inside. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Underwood. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Let it go!
right back to it. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lined up in the gun on third down, say it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. Trying to get away. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Breaks the tackle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Rides to the back. Down he goes.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They go play action. Bryce Underwood keeping his eyes downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Max got it on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Looking for blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. From the gun, it's Jackson. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Runs through a tackle. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Quick give. It's Jackson. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Finds a crease. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Sayin to throw. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The give on fourth down. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Underwood, under pressure, takes the easy one to the back. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. They'll need a bunch on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Here's Underwood. Rush right in his face. Complete in the middle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. So first down will open up the final period. The ride. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Rid of it on the RPO. There he goes. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Hard running there. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Wide receiver going in motion. Say it. Right side, it's Smith. Touchdown! Buckeye! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Working the middle, it's complete. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Throwing, Underwood. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
To the air, it's Underwood. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Another incompletion on third down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Stepping to the right. Fires to the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They give it back to him. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
From the gun on third down, say it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Hansen. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. They've hit them with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Underwood. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll go to the air. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights.